Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, good day, good morning, good evening, wherever you are in your part of the world. This is King B. And so yesterday, as everyone probably know, but if you don't, there was a powerful 8.7 earthquake that hit Russia, off the east coast of Russia yesterday. It was upgraded to an 8.8, which is unheard of. It's very, very rare for the USGS, United States, USGS to upgrade. They usually downgrade, right? It's rare when they upgrade. But afterwards, there's going to be what they call aftershocks, right? And currently, as I last checked earlier today, there's still some warnings, tsunami warnings for Alaska, the Pacific West Coast, and Hawaii. So everybody do need to be careful who live in those areas of concern. Need to be careful. Pay attention out there. Keep you and your loved ones safe. And you know what? These are the signs of the times that we are living in. There's a lot going on, and there's no sign of this energy slowing down. We've been getting bombarded with energy coming through, right? And I hear the bird. I don't see him. Oh, there you go. Anyway, nature. I'm out enjoying nature, getting my exercise. But anyway, as I was saying, we've been getting hit with a lot of energy. So there's no signs of this slowing down. There has been a steady increase of energy. There's a lot going on. I was watching Mr. MBB33 yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. And he was talking about, he had showed some footage that he received, I believe from out in the UK, where they have blue rain and red rain, right? And he has footage of that. Blue rain and red rain. So if you want to see what I'm talking about, go over his channel and check that out. He had blue rain and footage of blue rain and red rain. So again, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of creatures, animals, sea life that are being spotted that's never been seen before, or are in areas that they usually haven't been seen, So again, we also have a solar eclipse that's supposed to happen August 2nd, which is just in a few days. So, everyone is going about their daily life, living their life, but you do need to to pay attention and know what's going on out here. Be aware and just fit it in your schedule, just to be sure to connect with your loved ones, check on the elderly in your family, make sure they are safe and they got what they need. Make sure they are cool, they got plenty of water, whatever it is they need, medications, whatever they may need, and everyone is safe. And yeah, get back to sitting down at the dinner table and having dinner together or sharing a meal together and having these type of conversations about what's going on, right? Keeping each other informed and up to date to what's happening in the world, right? And planning, planning. And the larger your group, family, loved ones, friends, neighbors, the better, because you don't have to do it on your own. You can, each person, each party can take care of something. You all add or bring something to the table, and you support each other as a group, as a collective. Okay. Earlier, I released a short video about the little ones being missing as of yesterday. Just yesterday, over 2,000, but 2,100. I just did a quick Google search. And I have a longer video that I've done not too long ago where I talked about this subject as far as missing children. So we got that going on too. Our little ones, again, are often are overlooked, and with so much going on and people allowing, the so-called social norms, and we're programmed, going off of programming of what we programmed to think a certain way and behave a certain way and do certain things, and some of us still have yet to learn to break the programming and think for ourselves and realize what's more important. You got folks out here who are so busy to where the young people are suffering and are being overlooked. Voices are going unheard, and things are happening, and it's not talked about enough, in my opinion. And I, for one, I'm going to keep sounding the alarm, and just putting a reminder out there that, hey, you know what? Large number, thousands of children go missing, every day and every year. I did a video on this not too long ago about the statistics of the yearly statistics of children that go missing, and so I don't remember off the top of my head right now, but you can scroll through my videos on YouTube and check that out, right? King B News and Views, okay, and check that video out, all right? But again, a large number go missing every year, all right? And my opinion is the number is higher than what they report, and there's probably there are cases that go unreported for various reasons, but we have to talk about this topic more and do more and pay more attention to our youth. Nothing is more important than that, than our youth. That's just how I feel. We all were young once, and most of us, if not all of us, know how it feels to be young and no one's paying attention, hardly anybody's paying attention to you, or listening to you. You got young folks out there, young ones out there, homeless, unhoused, right? You got young women or women out there with children, with babies, with nowhere to go, or they, going from shelter to shelter, or couch to couch because they don't have a place of their own. You know, but this is the ills of this society. You know, this wicked society that you see people walking around and they got that what you call it, that dog eat dog mentality. You know, they're willing to do whatever it takes, step on whoever they need to step on in order to get ahead and get to that bag that so many think about, dream about, pray about getting that bag. You know, but when is enough ever enough? You know, what's it going to take for people to realize what's more important? You know, young folks are suffering, and meanwhile, while they're suffering, you out chasing the bag, thinking that that's going to make life better. You know, yeah, you can buy some things, material things or whatever. You can even help someone, but that's not what's more important. Pay attention to what's going on around you. And getting back to what's going on around us, again, we got to be careful. You know, we got to be careful. We got to continue to do the research and look up and pay attention to what's going on. Pay attention to nature. You have the animals in Yellowstone that have been leaving, right? It could be something, it could be nothing. You know, I seen a video, again, Mr. MBB, I was watching this channel, and he showed a clip of someone recording the ground on their property, and the ground is making noises and trembling, and they put a full bottle of water there, and the bottle was shaking until it fell over. And that was near Yellowstone. So there's a lot going on out there. Or it could be, you know, you got animals that, you know, every year they do a migration. So it could be that, or it could be a little of both. But we do know this, there's a lot going on. There's been a lot of earthquakes every day, multiple earthquakes every day, especially out there on the West Coast and all over, you know. And if there's any indication to take it serious of what's really happening, that earthquake that hit Russia, off the east coast of Russia, is telling the story. And you better believe there's more to come, unfortunately. So I'm not gonna, you know, I'm gonna end this video about right here and continue on my exercise, you know. But again, love yourself unconditionally. Keep your loved ones close. Pay attention, right? Know what's going on with it, with the youth. Know what's going on with them. Check in on them. You know, ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to look. Don't be afraid to dig. Don't be afraid to look at those games. You know, you got so many, you know, they're sitting in front of those games. They love those games. But you have to know that a lot of those games, for instance, there's a game called Roblox, I believe, and helicopter. There's a game called Roblox, and I've seen reports that there's predators on that game specifically. You know, you got predators who's playing that game, in the chat, and they're targeting the youth, you know. So don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to dig. You know, find out what's going on. You got to do more than ask. You know, you ask your son or your daughter something, and, you know, how's it going, or are you okay? They're going to say, oh, fine, or good, nothing. But that's what they're going to tell you. You know, more times than not, they're not going to tell you what's really happening. They're not going to tell you what's going on. So you have to dig. You have to look. Find out. Don't be afraid to find out. You know. That way you could protect them, because it's your job to protect your sons, your daughters, the little. It's your job to protect them. They're not always going to tell you the truth. They're not always going to tell you what's going on. More times than not, they're going to lie to you. So again, protect the children, man. Protect the children. Look out for them. Keep them safe. Make sure you know what's going on. Do whatever you have to do to make sure you know what's happening, what's going on with them. Okay? And that's just how I feel on it. That's my truth as I'm speaking it. I'm King B. Be safe out there in your day while you're out there on your day. Know what's going on. Pay attention. All right? And plan. Plan. If you felt you planned enough, plan some more. To the next video. I'm out.